In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use RemotePad. RemotePad is a really cool feature that allows your visitors or your customers to come to your store, join your local Wi-Fi network, scan a QR code on the screen, and be able to remotely control the screen using their mobile device, using it basically as a remote mouse pad. So when they drag the finger on the screen on their mobile phones, the cursor will then move on the actual screen and they'll be able to make selections, buy stuff, or even play games. So let's begin. So let's see how it works. Over here we have a digital signage presentation that's configured with a QR code that I'll show you how to set up in a second. And it says join the local Wi-Fi network. A customer comes in, scans the QR code with their phone, and then he can basically click on go to the website, which is again the link. This opens up a pad where you can drag his finger on the screen. And you see when I drag the finger on the screen, I'm actually able to change the cursor. And then if I tap, I can make selections. Over here I'm playing a game. And you can see that the snail just got boiled since I didn't actually stop it from running. So I'm going to select to try and play again. Maybe I'll get lucky. So I clicked on it to stop it. Now I can click again and keep on walking. Now one thing you should possibly do is increase the size of the cursor in your digital signage presentation. You can actually set a really large cursor if you want, so it'll be easier to view the cursor. Now just click again, and there you go, I've passed the level. Pretty good score. Now the event system does require an enterprise account, so make sure you upgrade your account, and once you do, log into your enterprise account and make sure you enable the functionality right here so you can create a LAN server as well as send events. So let's go ahead and review my setup. So you can see that on channel 1 I just put an HTML5 component, really nothing special there. Double click to load up its properties, and you can see that I pasted a URL to the snail game, and this is just nothing more than just a SWIFT, so it's snailbob2.swift. So I put a link directly to the SWIFT so it loads in the particular screen division, this green area right here. Next I went ahead and put the QR code on channel 0, and again double click to load up its properties, and you can see that I selected from the text source, I selected RemotePad, and this is just the URL that's going to automatically populate once you select remote touch, so you can leave it at that. And also you want to put a username and a password. Now you can put your own username and password for your main account, or you can create a limited username and password and give access and privileges only to play games. So that's up to you, however you want to set up the privileges. So that's really all that it took as far as the campaign setup. Next, go to Stations. Under Stations, select the station where you want to be able to RemotePad. Go to the LAN server and enable the LAN server. You're going to want to refresh to make sure that you have the right IP address. So that's the correct address, 1.81, and the port is 9999. Now one thing I do want to mention is that as of current release, the LAN server that requires the socket connection to be able to do the RemotePad is only support on Windows based signage players. This might change in the future, but for current release it's only Windows. And that's it. At this point we're done and we can run our presentation. Let's go into a snapshot just to make sure that our player is running, and you can see that it is running with the actual game. So at this point customers can join the Wi-Fi network first, then scan the QR, and then remote touch the screen. As I mentioned earlier, you may want to just change the Windows desktop cursor to a much larger cursor so it'll be easier to see from far away. So I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial, and thanks for watching.